What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to another abnormal video. Today we're going to be addressing some of the most common problems with a planche and how we can fix them. So all you got to do, guys, is follow along. Hopefully you gain some information from these tips and you will learn your first planche very soon. Alright guys, so right now I'm demonstrating the full planche. I've just come back from injury, so my form isn't the greatest. I do need to get back on practicing the planche. It does take time to learn, I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It took me 3 years to get a clean straddle planche. So don't be disheartened, just train hard and you'll be fine. Right now I'm going to show you guys a bad form of a straddle planche. So I did this on purpose. I want you guys to really look closely and see what's going on here. The first thing I've highlighted is bent arms. When you train the straddle planche, especially when you're leaning forward to get that lift off, you tend to bend your arms if you don't have that straight arm strength. So that's the first thing. Secondly, we've got the retractor scapula, so we're not keeping that protracted hollow body position. And lastly, the hips are too low, we're not raising our legs high enough, and that's just a lack of glute strength along with hip flexibility and mobility. First of all, let's look at straight arm strength. Now, the planche relies heavily on the front part of your shoulders, the anterior part of your shoulders, and your biceps. So you need to have good, strong, straight arm strength in your biceps and in your shoulders. If you can, get access to bands with handles, because then you can really work in that straight arm position. If not, you can just use a normal resistant band. I'll leave a link in the description below to these bands. They're really amazing, you can get them off Amazon. I tend to use them for warm-ups before actually doing a planche workout, and also if I use a really heavy band to strengthen up my biceps and the front part of my shoulders. You can also do this exercise with dumbbells, so all the movements I'm showing you, you can do with dumbbells. Just keep that hollowed, protracted position, and you're going to really feel it in those biceps and shoulders. So the idea is to replicate the actual planche position. So as you can see, it's just literally like a planche hold but standing upright. Another great exercise to improve your straight arm strength and to get a better forward lean in the planche is to actually practice planche leans. So what you want to make sure you're doing is pointing those elbow tips forwards, keeping that hollow body, and then leaning as far as you can. Another great exercise which helps improve your straight arm press, similar to tuck planches, except you're just going to be on a dip bar and you're going to keep your legs fully extended, so fully straight. This is just going to load the shoulders and the biceps a bit more, and you're going to really need to use your core to raise and keep yourself nice and high. You want to either rep it out or raise up and hold for as long as you can to failure. The last exercise I'm going to show you guys to improve your straight arm strength are on rings. So it's basically the planche lean but on rings. So if you didn't know already, the rings intensify everything you do on them. They also engage your core a lot more, so it's a really great exercise to improve your planche. Moving on, next up we're going to be talking about losing protraction and how we can improve that hollow body position. Now, the further down the progressions you go, so if you're starting to do the straddle planche and the full planche, it's natural that you lose protraction. When you're planche leaning, you can overly protract and get more of a protraction. But yeah, it is natural to lose protraction. Don't worry about that. As long as you're looking nice and straight and you don't have a banana back, that's the main priority when you're training the planche. Right now, I'm just doing a few exercises with the band. So as you can see, I'm sticking my upper back out and really trying to work on that straight arm protective strength. Another great exercise is again to be in that hollow body position. This time we're going to reverse the planche. So imagine being in a lay down position. Your back, so your lower back is flat against the ground, you're keeping your upper back off the ground, so that's going to again keep that hollow position, and we're just going to attach a resistant band behind ourselves and we're basically going to do flies with it. And you should actually feel your core in this one. Your legs are slightly raised as well, so you're basically holding a planche but in reverse. It's another great exercise to strengthen your abs whilst also keeping that hollow body position in the planche. I personally love this exercise because it replicates the planche. You also work on that straight arm strength and you're engaging your core, so brilliant exercise. Another great way to improve your protractive strength is to go through the progressions. If you didn't know already, there are a number of planche progressions out there to achieve the planche. Here are just a few examples. Go out there, research, practice all the progressions, and go to failure with them to really try and improve and keep that protracted hollow body position. Alright, last most common issue loads of people have with a planche is that they can't keep their legs straight, or they can't keep their hips nice and high, so they're in a pike position in the planche. Now in order to fix that, that is a sign either your lower body is very stiff, it needs to be stretched, or you're lacking some form of core work. So in this case, I'm going to show you some mobility drills to hopefully increase and improve your straddle, because especially for the straddle planche, you're going to need a wide straddle to really help you hold that position. Another sign that you can't keep your legs nice and high is that you have weak glutes. Now the planche is a full body movement, like it includes your legs as well. You have to have strong glutes, so train your legs, guys. Don't skip leg day. It will help you with the planche as well. So right now I'm just showing you a number of stretches you can do to open up those hips, to release some stress off the hamstrings as well, to keep them nice and loose, and to work on your hip flexors, because they tend to get really tight. I play football, so for me they get tight easily, so I always have to make sure I'm stretching. And that just helps, again, with all my calisthenic static holds, not only the planche, but with the front levers, the back levers. You'll find that you can extend your legs nice and straight, because a lot of people, their legs are like, you know, bent, and you don't really want that. I mean, I'm all about perfection. I'm a perfectionist, so you want that clean form. It irks me as well watching my current planche form. Like, I know it's not the greatest, so I will be jumping on this style of training and updating you guys with my progress as well. So hopefully I'll have that clean looking planche soon. Stretching can be boring, I know, but it is essential. What I like to do sometimes is watch a film or like listen to music. So I'll do something else while I'm stretching just to keep myself entertained, I guess, and I don't lose concentration really. But spend around 20 minutes stretching. Honestly, it will help so much with the planche. This exercise right here is the ultimate glute burner. It is the ultimate hip extension exercise. It will help you so much with your straddle planche if that's your current goal at the moment. Go to failure with this. It really helps with improving and strengthening your glutes, man, and it'll keep your legs nice and high in the planche. If you can't do that exercise, it's a bit too hard, what you can do instead are clamshelled hip thrusts. This is another great exercise to engage those glutes. What you want to do is thrust and really squeeze at the top of the movement to really fire those glutes. Again, this is going to help you keep your legs nice and high in that straddled position if you're attempting the straddled planche. Last exercise that's going to help you increase that lower back strength and as well that hip extension is a Superman hold. To advance that, you can do Superman rocks as I'm showing you right now. They're a bit harder, uses a bit more coordination, but you're going to really feel the burn in your lower back, in your glutes, and in your upper back as well. So another great exercise to strengthen certain muscles that will help with the planche. Last but not least, when training the planche, you got to look after your body, guys. I injured myself, not by training the planche, but I injured it myself the other way, but I wasn't looking after my body. So it's essential that you stretch and rest, guys. The planche is a very intense move. If your body's fatigued, rest. Right now, I'm doing some trigger point therapy. So I'm just getting into those muscles wherever I feel tight, if there's any pain or knots, I feel like there's like little lumps, then I just hold it in that position. And I just sit there until the pain goes away, and then I roll over into another spot. So that's how I do trigger point therapy. Again, I spend around 5 to 10 minutes before and after workouts, especially after training the planche, because I don't want to get any tight muscles. Whenever I train any statics, I grease the groove, so I perform a few sets spread out throughout the day, 3 to 4 times a week. So again, listen to your body, rest if you're tired, guys. So we've come to the end of the video, guys. Hope you enjoyed it and you gained some valuable information on how to improve your planche. Comment, like, share, most importantly subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'll catch you guys next week with another video. It's been your boy Tayo, and I'm out. Peace.